Oh yeah. Unale we pledge, we love and loyalty to we sweet mama salute. Now we all come together as well on for tomorrow. Now we go make salute.
Yes, Fambule, una welcome back to yet another very, very important segment where they come through the Talking Point platform. My name na Mr. Komon-Tok, and today, na the 11th of November 2023. We did with the usual Komon-Tok denaya. Perhaps one of the most important topic, one of the most important segment for 2023 as we close on, as we end the year. Now this is very important. All these are the, like we they say, me they look at as the almighty discussion this about the finance bill 2023, where the 2024 they look into 2024 expenditure. We can't take our time. We'll look into a better one. Let you see some of the pinpoints there where people in the cry all over. But we can also look at the judiciary. They don't finally kick the case against ECSL and Mohamed Kone. As we know, lawyer Augustine Mara take ECSL. He take ECSL and Mohamed Kone go na Supreme Court. They go lay complain say the need for make it for getting right for they get access to the disaggregated data or information. But we know how it end. And we go also look at EFSA don't go na Guinea for go ask for partnership for make the able get light for support the people there. And perhaps if the time permits, we go through light on some videos that we make around on social media and some clips around. All this and more, if you are the first time this for Jen, we want for use this opportunity for welcoming our Talking Point platform. Yeah, we're there for talk about things that we got the potential for take we carry before, and also get the potential for take we carry bien. Things and where the traditional media can largely ignore, or then they free for talk, or no one talk, or then they shame for talk. Now they will pay attention to that serious one. Join me by just look at if you're not TPP Leone Day on YouTube, just click on subscribe and click on the notification bell. So each time will come, you go get the notification immediately. But if you're on Facebook, you bump into we, well, not too sweet. You give a like and follow it. That's not the too simple method. So you will be part of the community. This is not a thriving community. We get vibrant community. People who are engaging, where they have to talk about things and where they bother we as a country. Perhaps you said where we join on the conversation and add you on a very serious, or maybe if you get a salient point, put them for we the low salam from you. We're not waste time, but they can't just now for can finish she's a better.
Just one platform for news every day now we country salute. For education, entertainment, political affairs, TV. We got enough tanga one inside Sierra Leone, like a big quantity. We breeze not a shit.
All right, so family, yes, we don't come back. We go straight to the point. As always, we allow now with ask that let family help we share so other people can benefit on the program. Now, first thing first, we get for look into these much talk about the finance bill. But the finance bill itself, not just a new thing. That's what happen every year. Every year it happen. Every year it happen. All governments, the minister of finance present a bill where they can call a finance bill, where would detail, they explain the things the thing them where government they plan for do, the money where government they ask for, and how they plan for get that money they nine other finance bill. It left to the parliamentarians and for look into and approve and then send them back to the president who will put that into law. So but this one particular one is very sensitive because certain things in the where the ordinary salon man found very disturbing. Now that one can pay attention. Yesterday, that was a lengthy process. I believe with one Parliament MPS study where they talk that immediately after the deliberation is sent for be a copy of the entire bill itself. And as you say, yes, other people in back don't they share and accept on Facebook. But again, even though we get the PDF file now, we're not going to go into the PDF. We just go like how they say through like the key highlights, the thing that way you will get interest of, Mr. gets interest of. Now the issues and we go for them a better one. So first and foremost, I think it's fine for law we just bring in some short clip about what's in the minister they say, maybe 1-2 minutes. Law we just area, and from there we go take from that point there. Law we just so at the end of the day, people and go get we get a reason why we bring Candice anyway. Now we just get this quickly, we come back.
Honorable members, I move that the bill entitled the Appropriation Act 2024 be read the first time. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I rise to move that the bill entitled the Appropriation Act being an act to authorize expenditure from the Consolidated Revenue Fund for the services of Sierra Leone for 2024 be read the first time. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, the last 2 years have been very challenging for policymakers all over the world, more so in low-income countries, including Sierra Leone, where development needs are very high in the midst of limited fiscal space and high vulnerability to external shocks. The external environment has not been favorable as the recovery of the global economy is losing momentum due to slowdown of the Chinese economy, disruptions of energy and food markets caused by the Russian-Ukraine crisis, and the impact of tighter monetary policy to fight global inflation. The situation is being exacerbated by heightened geopolitical tensions, economic fragmentation, and climate change risks. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, the October edition of the World Economic Outlook projected global economic growth to continue to slow down from 3.5% in 2022 to 3% in 2023 and to 2.9% in 2024. This was after the strong recovery of 6% in 2021. The growth in advanced economies is slowing down, especially in the euro area, which is more exposed to the Russian-Ukraine crisis. Economic activities in the euro area is projected to decelerate from 3.3% in 2022 to 0.7% in 2023 and 1.2% in 2024. While growth in emerging economies and developing countries is projected to be broadly stable in 2023 and 2024 at 4%, the Chinese economy, our major trading partner, is weakening due to problems in the property and real estate sector. Growth in sub-Saharan Africa is also expected to fall for the second year in a row to 3.3% in 2023 before returning to 4% in 2024, reflecting weak global economic growth, mounting debt levels, high inflation, and interest rate and exchange rate pressures. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, although global inflationary pressures are easing from record levels in 2022, inflation still remains relatively high.
All right, let me tap the Minister Obanda because first and first, that particular bill we introduced to us, those lines then, it just sound like we they can talk say a bad carpenter, now they always blame in Tuesday. You see, before even they introduce the bill, the minister already don't lay the premises for blame the global. Talk about Ukraine, it talk about the EU inflation, it talk about the Chinese economy, it talk about the challenges, it talk about the current state. I don't know why not put Hamas and Israel. But that don't tell you, say, you therefore the guy expect some shocking statements because the introduction itself don't tell you, say, there is something there where at least you want to defend. It's about a defensive, where instead of for probably try for go straight to the point and lay with emphasis the budget itself, waiting in kind of parliament, then they go first global, then go blame all the global. So when they can at the other side, then you know, was surprised. But anyway, that's just one side of it. But I think the key points where a lot of people that want to know about now that we want to pay attention to the better one of the things when we really make noise now social media where people learn really shout at now the imposition. Government don't set for impose tax on rest 5% on importation for 2024 starting January and another 10% 2025. Now, la do me fambulem justice na ya. Before we can explain them here in deep, all right? La just put you inside the picture. You see, this perhaps for them be one of the most interested or most watched programs there. This, for me, according to where a calculator, Sierra Leoneans for don't pay more attention each and every year. This is not the area where they for pay more attention because whatever then decide under that finance bill, it get for affect you probably for the next 12 months or even beyond. So that make it go fine for let people when they eat budget, they pay attention, let you know exactly what they inside for you is really important. But ironically, that's not to say they operate now like upside down. People are not going to pay attention on that area. They absolutely like intend for ignore, or at least they give less attention to that. So that puts you in this picture again. Imagine yourself as head of the family, the breadwinner. You get your family, you get your picking them. Maybe inside the house, you get stranger there we come, you get other people there where perhaps now friends there where they look up to you. Now your responsibility for supporting people here. You look at your salary, maybe how much you work per month. Now 1 million. You need another 2 million perhaps according to your budget, according to what you spend per month for make sure say you support, you take care of your family and all the people within your household. Maybe you need 3 million. So if your money, your salary now 1 million, or maybe they do business, maybe you profit now 1 million, you need waiting another extra 2 million for let you able support the family. And it can make a challenging. It can be a challenging thing for you. In that situation, if you don't get that money there, either perhaps you go to other side, either perhaps maybe you double your effort for work more, or you look for other sources. It can be painful. If you don't get that money there, for let you take care of your family, we all know think here. Perhaps you begin them now go listen to them become wayward, or maybe they can go outside to neighbor them, then go sit down there, and go under embarrassment today. Well, exactly now so a government they work just like you. Now, when the months can dawn, well, then they look at and now yearly, then they make the budgets for year. The governments they sit down, they look at their responsibility. This now for let people understand what's in this bill. The way they can say the finance bill. They look at their responsibility. They get for pay teachers. They get for look after the health. They get for look after the police, the soldier. They get for look after the teachers. They get for look after the agriculture. They get for look after the marine resources. They get for look after the roads. They get for look after climate change. They get for look after the general the education, the general well-being of the country, the economy. So this is now a huge responsibility. Normally, government you don't project for say, okay, this year we need this money for the way we run the country. Now, this particular year, according to government, they need 23.5 billion loans, new loans, and they need. Where if you put them on the old loan, trillions of loans, and they need. All right. Now, one way government they get money in a taxation and they tax people. Of course, government can do small business, then maybe then state then where they can get small. Sometimes cost recovery. However, the bulk of the money, particularly in your case, now from Musai, now from taxation. And even Saudi, so then can say instead rely on taxation. Again, governments can also look at other sources. For example, they go borrow, they go to us now, other different countries, the different places to party there. They can go ECOWAS, they can go to EU, they can go to America, they can go to UK, they go and firm with them or forget money for let them fix it into them budgets there. So into what they don't plan. So this year, governments need 23.5 billion loans for make them take care of the things where they need. But again, we come to the question, we come to the point now. If this not for the people there, why the people then for become the target in terms of, be insensitive to certain key products there, for example, the rest. We all know, we all can make that funny, regardless of what somebody will eat. You can eat your salad or whatever, you can still crack the jokes here and not eat it, meaning that you know it gets it. So rest now very, very important food or a product now we life saying, but our culture we will not joke with. So the reason why governments go ahead and even impose 5% on importation of rice for 2024 and also 10% for 2025, and we understand. Either perhaps governments they want to become more serious in making sure that they grow the food now the country, like what they say, one of the 5 big pillars of Madabio in manifesto, the one now for food salon. Maybe government want to discourage the importation of rice, so they decide for impose tax on it so people can go pay attention. Maybe that it could be strategy because other people in the country they don't do it, for example, Nigeria. But again, we need to understand at this material time when things are very difficult. I'll just put on for you, do you a favor. The key things are within the entire 2024 budget. So you go get a clear picture of we go rush on a quick one. Maybe just pull the Mr. Komon-Tok Ubanda. So you will get a clear picture. Let's start from the top side and the first. They clear. Now, let's make something clear, or don't make a disclaimer. We're not there against tax. Absolutely, we're not there against tax. No, because any responsible person, you're not going to condemn tax. You're not going to condemn tax because without tax, our government not able to solve, not able to solve the problems and the many problems, so we're not able to succeed. So that make, they criticize tax. Tax very important. However, you have to tax the people responsibly, right? You have to be sensitive to certain key products and services where the citizens are where you claim, where you want to say they solve them problem, they offer help them problem, you get to pay attention on it. Now, in what we say, the government has presented the finance bill 2024 before Parliament, proposing several new taxes and fiscal adjustments aimed at enhancing revenue mobilization, promoting economic growth. Now, one of the key things here, one of the key proposals within the Finance Act 2024 is the amendment to the Custom Tariff Act, introducing a 5% import duty on imported rice. As soon as 5% on imported tax slated to come into effect 1st January 2024. And again, subsequently increasing another 10% at the following year. Now, la put on the other side so that it go clear more. All right, very good. I don't know if this one is more clear. This is now the screenshot of the document itself. So as you see, this it don't become something where people are concerned about with all the other thing. Now, let just point the thing then clear again. 5%, and they also include 10% on iron rod, and they also put on cement. They also put almost percent on cement. You're not too clear on But anyway, it's not about the cement. Cement. The thing where we concern much about here is about the rest, the 5% and the 10% will don't become the talk of the country. The government quickly the hope say it will come into law. So we don't look at this whole thing left and right. One of the things where they unblock the government, the current government, that they need to listen, or if they listen, they need to act upon the suggestion of people and we can offer salient point. People that argue say the money where governments need, most of this money, not to say bing, 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 for can responsive, for can take care of the states, or for can finance the many, many projects in where any responsible governments can do. But largely, their money they are for go finance the lifestyle of those appointees. They talk about bloated economy, bloated budget, right? Bloated cabinet. The government appoint a lot of job, they give jobs to a lot of people, appointments and where people look at and say, necessary, not duplicity. I'll give you one instance. For example, the Ministry of Information and the Ministry of Communication. This is now a clear example for tell you about duplicity, right? For me, when I watch, I don't see any logic in this particular division of if they want to call a division of labor, except for award for give job to the party people in, the party picking there, or the party loyalists there, because the Ministry of Information and the Ministry of Communication, if government be blended here, it puts it as one, it will reduce the cost. When it reduce the coupon, maybe it will reduce the costs for run them two ministry by 20%, 30%, 40%, or even 50%. The truth of the matter is, when you get a minister of information, you get a minister of communication, you get for provide for this in budget, you get for provide for our cars, you get for provide for our office, you get for get for our security, you get for get per DM, you get for get this, you get for get a lot of things. The same thing apply now. So in a country we are in, we get serious challenges. Why matter be for just using wisdom and blending two ministry. This is one of the West way people in they cry for. Why not for just blend the Minister of Information, then go just name like our Minister of Information and Communication. Yeah, okay, you can still give the people away and give job. They all can work together. But by working together, you don't reduce, right, this expenditure. I think it's logical, right? You don't reduce the expenditure. But in this case, we are unnecessarily divide the ministry at a time when the country they go into a very deep problem. So who side they pull this money? Now from them money they have, they can collect too. So that I make it finance say the tax they continue for increase because government need money for make sure say it support their ministries here. It support the lifestyle because some of their ministers there they know they buy fuel. Now free fuel in the use. Some of them ministers then get per diem there. Maybe if an upline stuff they go, it gets per diem. It travel out of the country, it get per diem. It gets free stamp for any gasoline or whatever or any kind of fuel. And some of them would carry they use an V8 engine. It drink fuel, huge amount of fuel. You understand? So all land they will start the money they come out and from the poor people they come out for a simple reason. Because right now we're not in good terms with the party, they will be the lend to money, or be the give money, you understand? Notably the Americans and the Europeans. So the only way government they get money are for look inward. But however, like I mentioned, I try to make it clear, we're not there against tax. But as a responsible government, you must try for tax responsibly. Because what you know want to do, you know want kill the golden end. Too much taxation on business people, it's not good for business, it's not good for the economy, it's not even good for the states. And now they can also deter foreign investors for Canada, the country, because now they even introduce certain taxes. Okay, they introduce on gambling, they introduce on rent. You can imagine they introduce on rent. They introduce on rent, they introduce on gambling, they introduce on some services where they get for table later. It just become more ridiculous because we don't know again which side next government go look into for tax. this tax, then unprecedented tax and no be happen in the next even 10 years ago when the country not be doing that. I mean, averagely normal life, not for talk about this time around, So it quite challenging. I hope I not just talk. I hope I not correct myself, because I know say this bill don't go to parliament now. We can say a foregone conclusion. It happen. This is not the danger we talk about to democracy. Parliament supposed to be what they say a roadblock. Parliament supposed to be roadblock. Sorry, guys. Parliament supposed to be a roadblock. Parliament for be a checker on then kind bill there. If we get a robust parliament where at least generally they vote on partisan, and then it's criticized and they scrutinize and better one, especially in the area where they talk about this 5% importation of rice and the 10% next year. Why would they still stress here? Because this now we staple food. This now many Sierra Leoneans able to. You understand? So if governments they cancel the import, they impose tax on the rest, what should they expect for the businessman do? What should they expect? If they raise the price because nobody know they do business for loss. At the end of the day, that pain day they go back to the last person, the last consumer, the final consumer, and they be at that 5%. The final consumer, they be at that pipe, and they be at that 5%. You see the logic, eh? The 5% now the consumer, the final consumer, and they pay down there because the people get for shift tax from their own rate, to the people there. But I will put for you something here. Apart from paying these salaries, taking care of these bloated cabinet or employment around, is also about sustaining the lives, sustaining the payment of parliamentarians. Last year, 2022, the Sierra Leone Parliament passed a bill where or give them opportunity. If you serve only one term, then they give you 50,000 American dollars. Yes, 50,000 American dollars. And that 50,000 American dollars now billions and billions of leons, right? That is one. Secondly, that we don't come into law now. The other day we got Honorable Lamin Lansan and I confirm and say it's not a law. So governments get for pay them parliamentarians billions and billions of leons. The one that we no come, we no able to succeed for join the second parliament. So governments, these are the secrets are they broke the bone for now. Don't see the marrow inside. As secrets are they telling us so. Are they exposed for now the secrets? Government get for pay parliamentarians billions and billions and billions and billions of leons. The people will be served now that parliament won't able come. Each time you get $50,000. Now the speaker, we get for resign, we get for retire. Guess what? This not to this one and not so 80% of in salary now they pay until die. 80% of the speaker, Abbas Bundu, we get for retire, maybe 2 years, 3 years, I don't know. 80% of his salary now they retire. Me, I never say any sign of the world. Somebody they retire with his salary because 80% now almost your salary, not so now almost your salary. If 20% now they're understandable, 10% now they're understandable, 30% now they're understandable. But Abbas Bundu pass a bill because I enforce that bill for they go into law for make them pay 80% of his salary to die. 80% of his salary to die. And you not stop there. By 3 cars then where government get, he get for take one of them card and they get then get her. It not just tap there. Government get for get 500 million for let them buy for furniture. This will all be no but that. I don't know. Let's see if I go able to do you a favor. Let's just put this thing because let's just see that you get a source of that. Let's just hope say 90s. Thank God. Very good. So this, in fact, we put on last year, but this don't become a reality. Let's take it back. You see, the bill proposing that the outgoing speakers should retain one of their official vehicles entitled to a monthly pension of 80% of their salary and 50 million. This now the million or like 500 for furniture and one of $50,000 to one-time MPs will be introduced in Parliament today. That was the tell all be shouting on social media, but it don't become a law now. So whose side government say police money? Huh? Whose side government the police money? Not from people ahead, not from the budget. But no, they put on there, you know, go say on there like you read that, but this is it because it's not a law. Government need for pay them people here. The people, one person ever go to billions of euros. You get the point, right? This is it. So dynamically, they see the taxation, they go up, not for like I said, a disclaimer, absolutely a disclaimer for say, we're not there against tax. But this particular tax or this issue, and lately, some of them, the government seems to be insensitive in asking for more tax in exchange or in the hope for go finance and support some of those ministries, some of those jobs that don't create for party picking there or party loyalists there, and for pay politicians there, we don't serve now the fifth parliament, we're not able to make them up there. And now there are billions and billions of loans. Who's out the puller? Who's out the puller? We don't get no side for puller, except now people here do the puller. So now people here do the puller. All right. So we don't tap on that side. The rest of the discussion on the bill, you go, we put on AYV in our channel. If you want to listen to the long speech, you can go and watch her. But we just pick the side where we know say we people the ordinary person, they cry over the importation, the 5% increment and 10% increment on the rise. Now we get much interest of because it means a lot to me. The rest, people go the analyzer now. The rent, the this, the that, the exercise duties there around. But it's anyway, no puts on that side. All right, so we don't know what down there. The next one we go for look at the Supreme Court, where now the final court now the land where at the last resort, anything we then talk are final. You're not gonna no side in for complaint. They don't kick the case against Mohamed Kone and ECSL. But we'll can't talk on there. I'll take short break and can't talk there. It's very, very interesting. You just say we can't see why make sometimes they say we case. I don't know what I can put on the comment section. They might say we issue as alone it beyond prayer. Don't pass prayer. We don't need prayer again. I don't know.
Attention. Are you hungry for the latest insights on politics and good governance issues from the motherland, Sierra Leone? Look no further than Talking Points, your go-to platform for engaging discussions. Subscribe today and let your voice surge. Talking Points is where smart minds come alive. Subscribe now.
All right, so Fumble, we don't come by. If you just joining for the first time, the program where you listen to now Komon-Tok, and you listen to Talking Point platform. Yeah, we there for talk about issues that we get the potential for take we go before, also get the potential for take we can we go beyond. And one of the two we get for can look about the Supreme Court of Salon don't kick the case against the ECSL and Mohamed Kone. Now listen, what's the reason we make them kick the case? When they come back, listen this.
Read this provision verbatim waiting the law say. The Supreme Court rules 1982 90 sub 3 say where a statement of the plaintiff's case is not filed, say within 10 days of the filing of the notice of motion, the notice of motion shall be deemed to have been struck out. It's very instructive and mandatory. We know the compromise density. So the matter, they're not even sit down on and for know the merit or the demerit of the case because of non-compliance on the part of the plaintiff when our lawyer Augustine Sori sent the matter.
You see, now many people let me say, well, APC be tower say they're not going to courts for go challenge the results. They were right at that point, not so. Because here is another lawyer we take Mohammed Kone and ECS going to court in the hope say at least he will get justice. You see what they say, not comply. But listen, La just puts waiting lawyer Augustine Mara puts. Not read them for now. Now, according to Augustine Sori Mara, he say a combined reading of Section 36 of the Interpretation Act 1971 and Order 3, Rule 4 of the High Court Rules 2007 in summary is that if the last day of the time required to do an act falls on a day on which the office is closed, the act or thing shall be done in time on the next day on which the office is open. My statement of case was required to be filed within 10 days from the 11th October 2023. The 10th day of that period was Saturday, 21st. My statement of case was filed on the 23rd, the immediate next business day of the Supreme Court registry. It is therefore mischievously, erroneously to say, and 70 days after the argument we have filed that I did not comply with the rules. When these things happen in our democracy, they reinforce people's misgiving and trepidation about the judiciary and our justice system. Those, including me, who criticize the opposition, defiance not to seek legal redress in the court of Sierra Leone might owe them apology. Legal, maybe, just maybe, the doubting the Thomas and Debbie donors, we are right about the justice being in stark scarcity for some. When citizens resolve to settle their difference in governance through legal means, we must not scuttle their efforts to enhance our democracy. The doors of justice must be open to all, and we must not be in a hurry to shut litigants out of flawed technical acting. Now, what's in this man they try for talk? Now, according to the Supreme Courts, they say this man not comply with the rules and some regulations where you need for do before you file this particular day based on timing, because you need 10 days within 10 days. But according to this lawyer in court say, according to what in section 97 Act 1971 and order number 3 say, if, for example, you want to file a case and this case fall on Saturday, the day fall on Saturday where the office closed, or it can be any other day where the office closed, you for wait until the day where the office open. So if the next day the office open, you can go file and go put your complaint according to the law. This a quote from the law. So this line according to what I do, immediately file, submit in case the next working day, because Saturday and Sunday the courts not be the work. So Monday it go file. But the Supreme Court now, they say if I don't file this case by Friday, not till Monday. So you see the difference. So they use technicality for kick the case out of it. Now they try for toxic. In one of the people who be the asked APC for going to court, for go challenge ECSL and Mohammed Kone, it says so now it feels like say you owe their apology. You owe their here for apologize to them, because when you as a citizen you don't get the power for take any certain institutions and go to court for go seek redress, it is send a bad image for we country. It is send a bad image for we justice system or democracy, because citizens then forget the power, they forget the mind, and forget the comfort, and forget the belief. Say if they feel aggrieved on certain things and get right for take that particular entity there, it no matter what kind of entity can go to court. And the Supreme Court now we ask that what is the last court of appeal. Anything where they don't talk, it don't done. Nothing of the cheat, except these days we don't go join other organizations. And for example, we did an ECOWAS court, You can take your matter, can go to ECOWAS court if it is Supreme Court's not able to help you. You can go to maybe an AU court, or probably you go look at maybe if you're supposed to get money international, maybe like them company, and so they can where then go at the international courts there. It depends. But you as a local person, if you see the Supreme Court, don't say right, it don't do. So pass you come out of the country. And for let you even get that kind of money, they easy. For example, where EBK be unlawfully fire Sam Sumana, it go to the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court side with EBK, then confirm say yes, EBK gets right for firearm. But when Sam Sumana go to the ECOWAS court, the ECOWAS court go interpret the constitution and some procedures there, then get right. He win the government technically on that. So I don't know. Say this if they ask for huge money, or government for pay. I don't know if they don't settle land or behind the scene or whatever. So the point why they try for make here is once the Supreme Court don't pass and final verdict is done. So the case against ECSL, Mohammed Kone, whether I for go check results now, whether I for go know, whether I access for information, but it's not a surprise. That make we not put us headlines. We not put us headlines because we all know. I think, come on, I think I like that 5 years old Pekin, say. At this particular time, you not get nothing. Anything Mohammed Kone do above, you not get no sign for Kango. ECS and Mohammed. So no, it's just a waste of time, But it's good that at least a Sierra Leonean bold enough for prover, you understand, beyond all reasonable doubt, even though some of we know it's a waste of time, but you go ahead and take ECSL and Mohammed Kone go court for me he gets access to information, access to the data, because it's not right, because we get public information law where we give you right as citizens and for requests for the information a day, and now that's the mandu. You gonna Supreme Court, the highest body, for let this and go ask Mohammed Kone for make the iron for let them release. He get access to some of them information and ask for some clarification. But of course, this is not something we surprise. Not a surprise. Absolutely not a surprise. Not a surprise. So yeah, that's it. Anyway, the last one we're going to look into tonight to look at the issue about EDSA. That on the 30th of October, EDSA, they're going to Guinea. EDSA, the Ministry of Energy, the Ministry of Finance, and some EDSA staff there, plus some law enforcement with some stakeholders there, then go to Guinea. Then go ask for sort of like an arrangement, an agreement for EDSA, where at Electricity Distribution Supply Authority, we in our school we will be get with them NPA, National Power Authority, Nana EDSA, and take care of light electricity. So then go to Guinea for go ask and for go make an arrangement for the buy electricity from Guinea can with Salon. But I don't know the kind of megawatt, kilowatt or megawatts where Guinea get, because they said they on serious challenges about electricity. So I'm not able to understand whose kind of arrangement this what did they go do, because if I be a but that project where partially the World Bank and IMF and for fund where I think Transco where Liberia, Guinea, Ivory Coast, Salon within on electricity. In fact, according to government, they say don't begin before doing the election, they say it don't do on operation. So if Guinea then self the struggle about electricity, and also then get hydro power. But even as that, then still get places that will be the challenge when I still get challenges on electricity. So I'm able to understand why and this unable no. I don't know if in a diversion or they try for just wipe out people and their mind, unable gets down there. But anyway, we go open see. We go wait and see how that arrangement will come out. But you go ask yourself, why would still the struggle on light up till now. Let's take you back to history. Let's see how much governments don't spend, and you will ask yourself if this is real. Take a listen.
Enterprises, parastatals are also a source of waste and debt. But what is more troubling is the impunity that go with the waste.
By 2018, the previous government had spent over $500 million on electricity and still left Sierra Leone in darkness.
For the past 5 years, President Bill has spent additional millions of United States dollars for the provision of electricity through the car powership. This brings the total amount spent for the provision of electricity for the past 15 years to $985 million United States dollars. This amount is enough for the country to have its own car powership through special financing arrangements. But EDSA under APC and SLPP, up to now, we have still not yet assured of lights.
All right, Fambo, you see the figure stacking, it can painful. Close to $1 billion dollar. What they say? Close to $1 billion. Nine governments of Salon don't spend in the last 15 years $985 million for Brinkan electricity. Well, according to the gentleman there, where they explain, that money they don't sufficient for low even get we own car power. During EBK time, they spend $500 million on electricity. Well, again, some people then say yes, electricity will become a bit on then turn in there briefly. Yeah, we see some light, but not all side be challenging. But according to this now, it seems as if within this last few years, the government of Bio don't spend more than 300 because 15 years for close to $1 billion. Well, we go just maybe put the last because if government Marabio, they not put Marabio in anyway. They not put you on any money. Then just put EBK on 500 million. So we never know exactly. But the 485 million on top would actually spend more. We don't know if I'm one time this that. But you see, some of them guys will make some of them documents here. They're not honest. I'm telling you. You see that man who sit down there so we then call Andrew Lavalley. Now one of the people where a lot of Sierra Leoneans then get an art. Because that man be conduct that survey, we say Marabio the win, where people be contest that, and you don't answer to them. You know the reason why for like boost the stance of the SLPP for an argument for say the polls then suggest say now in the lead, just like what they can do abroad. They can do abroad now. Yeah. If you watch Marabio in discussion an American university where they go, is he talk, I say all the polls and they win. Not so. So what I use the day when them pull day where he talks, so we can I will tell and say this thing gets an issue. The issue is that for like favor the government. I mean technically, because this man, you know what did he do? Not to survey do, not to research do. These are just a concocted figure they put because now people in the accusers in the SLPP. When they interview Marabiona and Al Jazeera, they talk the same to say the polls and we put ahead, and one of those polls that this man. You see when I made this documentary, then put EBK on. They say in EBK regime they spend $500 million. Why do not put Marabio on? So it's difficult for I would tell you right now. How much Marabio spend in the last 5 years? Because now close to $1 billion. So it can be difficult. And we don't get way for access information as well because we shall be get information today roughly. Now the audit service. Auditor General can collect all of them and explain who side, maybe then spend excess money or blah, blah, blah. People can get access to that. But today, that happen because the office of the Auditor General, it don't know because the people them put in as they are not there to work for the interest of the people and are just there for fill the gap, let our office not vacant. But these people then politically appointed people. So we will never know. But I come back to them people who can make some of them documents here. They need for be more. They need for be honest. This is not documentary for God's sake. If you go put 500 million for one government, why you not go put? Why you not go do research? You put for the other governments there. Therefore, look for the one government where be passed, like say, I'm corrupt. You see the point, eh? And other makers, not Lavali, Andrew Lavali, na maker. Andrew Lavali, na make this particular one, so, or at least that they maker. If you watch on an AYV throughout the narration, you would explain, and it was part of the panelist back then, you know. But anyway, the long and short of it, in 15 years, Salon government spent close to 1 billion for electricity for less than 10 million people, and outside will reach 8 million. Still today with the struggle. That's they're gonna Guinea and they go big for the lights, they will buy lights from them. And Guinea then get challenges in electricity. So I'm not they can say I'm not absolutely unable to understand how this thing go play like. Anyway, now that we go tap on the last one we'll go talk about a very disturbing video where they make rounds on the social media. Really disturbing. We can see what person died, then can say rest in peace, not just RIP, rest in peace. But seems as if today in Sierra Leone, when people then die, they know they rest in peace. Anyway, listen to this. So they come back.
They say in Leone. Okay. So like this now, a time Leone, eh? So they don't lock up.
Yes, I don't know.
Okay. And that okay. Okay. But they don't take anything inside.
Then I can show that one day.
Yeah.
Now the iron rod they want.
The iron rod there.
Nobody they call themselves iron team.
What say they go do the iron rod
They
there?
sell as scrap.
And smoke push. If you come I know more,
that's no more,
you
yeah.
don't go be so
Yeah, you know useful
little,
to
you want anything there. Then
Hello.
half thing there. You know, I see the other agreement. But thank God this until they don't lock and back.
Yeah.
So the only thing now security will now therefore try for enforce. At least we need to let people they go around and try for protect them. See, yeah. Okay. I see the other grave back where they open. So this back now the other one.
Well, they need to go to the
Okay.
the iron anyone.
The iron rod there.
Yes.
Wow. So this probably how we go solve now because look this self and they self open and they say I don't pull it and rod them. But then they pull the coffin then?
No. Are the iron one?
Wow.
No, it's not iron one. Are the iron one?
Wow.
You see that in that program?
Yeah, then they say.
Yes. The iron one. How long crack?
Okay. This self then try for boil lamp.
Well, if we go down so, oh my God. Go down so, if you see grapes, they know it all.
Wow, let's check. This is another idea though.
They don't make this is new pull iron.
Wow.
In fact, in the Tyler and popular.
You don't pull the tile all. And I said it all. Boss are open now. Okay, look this one self inside.
When I feel them
Wow.
yeah.
And then they make like they not get for die. Self they make yeah, for opener. City council need for do something. Put securities in place for them here. This is one of the first owner cage.
Yeah.
Na snapper.
No.
Now the iron all this.
Exactly.
We make the open and gravy and try for waiting suffer.
Exactly.
Wow.
It's in a net.
This have a net in all
Black tea is issued. The iron rod and
the iron one.
yes. Now the vault this way there.
The grave this way they open.
Yes.
Wow. In the other person. Wow. Inside touch the iron rod.
Exactly.
Wow. I don't try. But police know about this. They don't
Yeah,
court.
Sure.
Wow. I don't try.
Statement is safe.
Okay. I don't try.
Yes.
At least when we are reading kind thing and day, we try for come around and try for get on our own view. For sometimes, not to know more in a media, you will try for take and go give people. This is so very important. Thank you very much for us.
Yeah, so family, that was quite disturbing anyway. I know a lot of people now will feel disturbed for that sort of like attitude today. But this is Sierra Leone, you know. We're glad today the privilege will we find ourselves into. We they talk with facts, not to say with the guess, you know. When things they happen in real time, we see and we go get something that we don't happen back, we able counter to now. This nine of the situation of the country right now, people that work for like what they say rest in peace, they're not the rest in peace. Even when people then die, they're not in grave, they go dig them back for go take waiting iron rod. How much you go sell that iron rod? Well, they said they go sell that iron rod for go buy kush. That's serious. But anyway, so family, now this we get time for tonight. Now this we get time for this program. We'll tap on where we will go through on our text quick one, and we will come to man. But one thing, Lord talk something serious now. I want to talk something serious. I think it's high time low self-imposed the talking points community low impose tax now. People like okay don't lost now we can take where some man vex from where APC misbehave now some man avoid. If them people then they come with the tax them or get for tax them. The people where some man it don't pass almost in the call where call it they can't blow back say another I be sick and another they call with the tax them. We go for watch the people where they if you watch this program though they put you they laugh too much you put emoji now with the tax there. We go for who saw that tax so going to introduce who definitely for tax more we're gonna go get our community don't need tax them. Who saw that tax for going to introduce again. But anyway, as time was we say at the end of the year this will make we own budget, we get the tax sooner, you know. And we have a tax certain people. If you want to be friend of Mr. Komon-Tok, will they tax you special and you know is that Benz wagon where then give Kai that guy Andrew Kai now they give us now for just intention for be Mr. Komon-Tok in party. But anyway, we'll unveil most of their tax and because who's the copy from the government don't turn how then they get to revenue who's so what they do with the tax everybody. In fact, if you not agree for low tax you for when you not agree for so they tax you back for that. This is now one of the things that will take place. You know, fight again. If you laugh for the talk, it will tax you. Okay, not left around there because so no one say something a joke with a joke. Usabu there. If you not pay the tax, no problem for you. Would it? Anyway, I'll not talk more than this. Now we read my text and quick one. All right, this time the go for Mary just absolutely Mr. Komon-Tok. Thanks for watching the platform. You see, I'm glad the way family member they don't begin say for tax. Yeah, with the tax, you know. Somebody don't begin laugh now. Yeah. Sylvia. Yes. Sylvia they count something. Yeah, Sylvia put something. Sylvia say Mr. Komon-Tok absentee tax. Yeah, Aisha. I don't know if I remember that name then that by the comment section, Aisha Kester. It don't take some time, you know, be the watch now. I see and then 2 days yeah. They kind of I think Sylvia, I agree with you. They need for tax this person. They put I will call me finance minister, let they take names in okay, another person, Macmillan Carter, they say that's true, taxation on non-compliance. Thank you. You know, I'm glad the way family members they take out the idea. Look at another person don't introduce non-compliance. Macmillan don't introduce a non-compliance. Yeah. All right. You know, I can't get money. Because you see the people that are on tax and the glad they call the idea of accept. You know? All right, let's take this one. This one they come up from Rosie J. They say they did the same thing to my aunt's grave. The guy was caught in the act with the iron rods, locked him at a Rosswood police station for a few days, but later released him. Look at that. You know, it really, really sad. It really sad, you know. All right. I think that again, Khadija to Sankor Jalo, you self go pay for listing. Oh, well, I don't know what you talk about. What are you on tax? Khadija to you are on tax. Yeah. Take time or not double tax. No, not double tax, please. Take time or take time more because if you know they can't time for say the tax, Mr. Komon-Tok, take time. No. Take time. If you know want low we double the tax for you. Yeah. This one they come up from James. What they say, one power per Agbagba bang somebody na Congo cross. It tell the victim say if he call police, now the victim go left na CID. Can you imagine that? If it's true, it's sad. This is coming from Maxi Van Davis. So they say since the BO regime came to power in 2018, it has been nothing but pain. Truly heartbroken. Thanks, Mr. Komon-Tok, for your courageous analysis. Sacrosanct. And this one they come up from Sylvia Palmer. They say, Mr. Komon-Tok, there is there a justice court in Sierra Leone? What they have is a child's play where you have criminals pretend to be practicing law. And this one from Marriage says Sierra Leone democracy is no longer on life support, it's already dead. And this one they come up from J. So they say BO is paying all this money for him to retain power, so he's suffering the people, the poor people in Sierra Leone. Yeah, our Kumba, and now we look at, and this one they come out from TK Mahmudo. They said God helps alone. These guys are wicked. They don't care about the ordinary people. Yes, Kelvin says thank you. Yes, we are back, Kelvin. We are back. Yes, thank you. And Idris Kamara, Salon government done too much. And all right, so we go tap the program here. Out on a plenty. Thank you. Hopefully tomorrow we will come back if we get something interesting. Of course, not trust me. Anything on a seminar, it must be something interesting. Otherwise, okay. But every day we get something. Every day we get something interesting anyway. All right. Until then, me and Mr. Komon-Tok. Wish you a blessed, peaceful, prosperous, happy weekend, happy Sunday. The only way they go church tomorrow. And not forget to pray for yourself, pray for the country. But although some people they say we shouldn't pass prayer, no, so and so we shouldn't pass prayer. It's no longer about prayer. It's something else. So people they say now something else. But anyway, let's up the program here. Bye.
Attention. Are you hungry for the latest insights on politics and good governance issues from the motherland, Sierra Leone? Look no further than Talking Points, your go-to platform for engaging discussions. Subscribe today and let your voice surge. Talking Points is where smart minds come alive. Subscribe now.
Talking Point platform, TTP. Oh yeah. Unale with pledge. mama salute. Now we all come together as well.